In this video we learn, noun clause, in English grammar. Noun clause has the same function as a single word noun. For example, his house, is a single word noun and, where he lives, is a noun clause. His house is beautiful. Where he lives is beautiful. Single word nouns have many different functions in sentences. Therefore noun clauses have many different functions. In this video, we will concentrate on the four most common functions. Subject of a sentence, whenever we start will be fine with me. Object of a sentence, did you know that they weren't going to help us? Object of the preposition, aren't you concerned about how long it will take? Complement of the adjective, I am not sure how much time we will need. Subordinators are who, whoever, whom, whomever, what, whatever, which, whichever, where, wherever, when, whenever, how, however, whose, why, whether, that, how much, how many, how long, how often, how soon. The structure of the noun clause is the first part of the sentence plus subordinators plus subject plus verb plus remainder of sentence. For example, I don't know where Bob went last night. I can't understand why she has left the children alone. I don't believe what they said about you yesterday. The other form is the first part of the sentence plus subordinator subject plus verb plus remainder of sentence. Examples: I can't tell you who borrowed my book. She understands what happened. Nobody knows which came first, the children or the egg. We have a point here. Be careful not to confuse noun clause beginning with that and who, and adjective clause beginning with that and who. Noun clause follows verbs or indirect objects, adjective clause follows nouns. Noun clause, I heard that you passed the test. Adjective clause, are you the one that passed the test? First structure is when a noun clause used as a subject of the sentence. Pay attention. When a noun clause is the subject of the sentence, the main verb of the completed sentence is singular in form. What they do in their free time is none of my business. Whether or not they stay makes no difference to me. As you see, is and makes are singular. The other point is that the tense of the verb in the noun clause must show a logical relationship to the main verb of the completed sentence. When Sue is going to get married is a secret, Sue has not gotten married yet and the date is a secret. These phrases are often used to complete sentences with noun clauses as subjects. Does not concern. Is none of our business. Depends on several things. Is up to them. Is a private matter. Has not worried. Noun clause as the object of the sentence. In a reply to a question, the tense of the verb in the noun clause does not change if the main verb of the completed sentence is in the simple present. How long was she there? I do not know how long she was there. If the main verb of the completed sentence is in the simple past, the tense of the verb in the noun clause changes. When will they arrive? Nobody told me when they would arrive. To introduce the noun clause as object of the sentence, the expressions are often used. Don't know. Didn't say. Didn't ask her. Didn't explain. Have no idea why. Can't tell you if. Didn't tell me. Examples. I don't know remember who he is. We didn't hear what they were talking about. Nobody knows whether they passed. I like where she lives. I cannot tell you what the answer is. Do you remember what her name is? She hasn't decided when she will tell her boss. I love their apartment. Noun clause as the object of a prepositions. As you see, these noun clauses comes after a preposition. Examples. Pay attention to these examples. Everyone believes in whether Tony says. Never think about how I will pay my bills. I cannot rely on what you tell me. The other type is noun clause as adjective complement. A noun clause as an adjective complement completes the meaning started by the adjective. Examples. I am sure that he will succeed, he will succeed. I am sure of it. I am convinced that she will unhappy, she is unhappy. I am convinced of that. That is the most commonly used subordinator in this pattern. It can be omitted from the sentence. Examples. I am sure he will succeed. I am convinced she is unhappy. Ever words in noun clause. Whoever and whomever means any person. Wherever means any place. Whatever means anything. Whichever means anything. However means any manner. Whenever means any time. Examples. I will invite whoever or whomever you like. Whoever shows up for dinner is welcome. The dog follows up wherever we go. Whichever way we go is fine with me. However we go makes no difference to me. I will leave whenever you want. Noun clause beginning with that. That can be omitted when it introduces a noun clause used as object of the verb. Examples. We assumed our son was sick. I could not believe he had lied to us. I hope he will tell the truth soon. Do you imagine he knows our feelings? That cannot be omitted when it introduces a noun clause used as subject of the sentence. That as subject of the sentence emphasizes the information in the noun clause. That he had lied to us was unbelievable. That we accepted his apology made him feel better. That small boys sometimes lie should not surprise anyone. People also often use a noun clause beginning with the fact that as subject of the sentence in place of a noun clause beginning with that. Example. The fact that everyone refused to attend the meeting took us by surprise. Subjective form of the verb in noun clause. When the following verbs have a noun clause as direct object, they require the base form of the verb, infinitive without to. The use of the base form stresses the urgency or importance of the statement. Advise. Insist. Request. Command. Order. Require. Demand. Prefer. Suggest. Desire. Recommend. Urge. Propose. Examples. The doctor advised that Sheila remain in the hospital. The nurse had insisted that Sheila's husband leave the room. She recommended that he return in the morning. A point in this case is that the base form of the verb is used regardless of the tense of the main verb or the subject in the noun clause. Examples. She recommends that he be at the stores as early as possible. She recommends that he be at the store as early as possible. The negative is formed by putting not before the verb in the noun clause. The doctor advised that Sheila not remain in the hospital. The nurse recommended that her husband not stay too long. In informal English, the auxiliary should sometimes precedes the verb in the noun clause. Examples: the doctor advised that Sheila should remain in the hospital. The nurse recommended that her husband should return in the morning. The last point is: the base form of the verb is also used in noun clause as adjective complements after these expressions. It is important that. It is necessary that. It is essential that. It is vital that. It is important that either your mother or your father sign these papers.